In the summer of 2015, Europe experienced the highest influx of refugees since the Second World War. Why? The main reason is that Syria has become the world's top source of refugees. Syria is located in the Middle East, an ancient, fertile land settled for at least 10,000 years. Since the 1960s, it's been led by the Al-Assad family, who have ruled it as quasi-dictators until the Arab Spring happened in 2011, a revolutionary wave of protests and conflicts in the Arab world that toppled many authoritarian regimes. But the Assads refused to step down and started a brutal civil war. Different ethnicities and religious groups fought each other in changing coalitions. ISIS, a militaristic jihadist group, used the opportunity and entered the chaos with the goal to build a totalitarian Islamic caliphate. Very quickly, it became one of the most violent and successful extremist organizations on earth.
This is the largest mass migration in the history of Europe since World War II. This is the front lines of it.
As President Obama pledges to help European countries shoulder the burden of the worsening refugee crisis.
The brutality of ISIS and the ongoing war in Syria have triggered an epic humanitarian crisis, the biggest wave of refugees in modern history.
It was so horrible. We were dying.
I've been over there and I've seen them. Yeah, most of them are women and children, but there are male actors that concern me.
You can see how low this boat is in the water, and there's actually one man who's already out in the sea clinging to the side.
Now I hear we want to take in 200,000 Syrians, right? And they could be, listen, they could be ISIS. I don't know.
More than 1 million people have fled Syria's civil war to Lebanon in the past 4 years.
This is not an easy task.
Leading a summit of more than 100 countries on the battle against the terror group, the president defended his plan for beating ISIS. That includes the removal of Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. Putin is entering the scene just as the U.S. is halting its failed program to train and equip Syrian rebels to fight ISIS. And there are more problems.
Greece is on the front line of a daily exodus without end.
I relate to my colleagues, the American and French presidents, with great respect, but they aren't citizens of Syria and so should not be involved in choosing the leadership of another country. It is Syrians' business.
خايفين عندي طفلتين صغار عندي الأولاد صغار خايف على الأولاد أنا أكثرهم هاي بيقولوا لك مات من الثلج وهاي مات من البرد هاي.
There are new concerns about potential terrorists hiding among refugees looking to make it here to the U.S. after escaping the brutal civil war ongoing in Syria.
عنا أولاد بدنا نعيش حتى التغذية كانت أول يعني ماشي الحال خلف الله على الأمم راح مخفضوا لنا إياها.
For here in the United States, they put it at least 360. All right, now that may seem like a big number here at home, but I mean, if you look at Lebanon and Turkey and Jordan, I mean, they're upwards of the millions.
I'm putting the people on notice that are coming here from Syria as part of this mass migration, that if I win, they're going back. They're going back. I'm telling you, they're going back.
The world needed to come together and act as a united front, but instead it has become more divided. Many states downright refused to take in any refugees, leaving the border states alone in their struggle.
Our times will be defined not by the crises themselves, but by the way we pull together as an international community to address them. While these debates are important, I also urge the Security Council to visit Syrian refugees, to see firsthand their suffering and the impact it is having on the region.
These Syrians survived a crossing, many did not, and they're coming by the thousands. This is absolutely crammed. It's meant to hold 15 people. There must be 40 on this one. Wave upon wave of refugees washing up on these shores.
It is sickening to see thousands of refugees drowning on the doorstep of the world's wealthiest continent. No one risks the lives of their children in this way except out of utter desperation.
But at the same time, the U.S. government has a very real obligation to protect the American people from imported terrorism.
وعندك بيت يعني بيلعبوا ظهور هلا؟
بيتي راح
Do these developments mark a turning point in the migrant crisis? Will the human face on the tragedy spur more countries, including our own, to do more?
Overall, things are slowly getting better, but not fast enough. We are writing history right now. How do we want to be remembered? As xenophobic rich cowards behind fences? We have to realize that these people fleeing death and destruction are no different from us. By accepting them into our countries and integrating them into our societies, we have much to gain. There is only something to be lost if we ignore this crisis. More dead children are sure to wash ashore if we don't act with humanity and reason. Let's do this right and try to be the best we possibly can be.